And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans. Still go. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
And here we have a former Super Bowl MVP. Now, Mike, he might not be what he once was, but you can argue he has transitioned into being one of, if not the most reliable backup quarterback in the entire NFL. Whenever he's been forced into the starting lineup, he gives your team a chance. That's all you could ask for, especially at this point in his career.
Open man. That's Alec Pierce. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And this one is caught by Pierce. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Flacco to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Throwing, Flacco. He'll let this go deep. for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. Yeah! Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Flacco. He's got the big man, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going over the middle and take it in by Pittman. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0. Vikings nothing. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Darnold. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Colts out to the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. First and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And he gets this up close to the 40. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And it's going to be third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
Here's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
On second down, it's Darnold. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. He'll get about 2. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. They send a receiver in motion left. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Here's Ryan Wright now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Flacco. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Flacco. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Flacco to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
13 yards. First down, Colts.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold to the right side. He's got Hopkinson, his tight end. I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one is caught by Addison. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Darnold to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds.
At their own 12-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Throwing, Flacco. thrust. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. On the handoff, Jones. Inside the 35. The speed on display. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, this is down. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Flacco. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Indy. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A run, it's Jones. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get forward for a couple. He's tackled there by Quiddy Pay. Second down and 8. on play action. Here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Flacco to throw. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll run here. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. In motion comes Pittman. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Flacco. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
They'll run. A pick up there of 19 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stick to the ground. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Darnold now to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. The Colts have got it. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. To throw again,